If AI is the movie, Broadcom builds a chunk of the camera rigs, the custom, invisible stuff that makes blockbusters look good. They're the ASIC experts that helped Alphabet build its famous TPUs. They're reportedly working with Apple, and Citigroup even sees AI revenue exploding within a couple of years. But last week the stock took a hit. Headlines about a Chinese directive, a $4.5 billion senior note offering, and large insider sales collided and knocked sentiment down. Is this a buying moment or a moment to duck? Broadcom is a strategic AI infrastructure play, but near-term headlines and capital moves add noise. Broadcom is a leader in application-specific integrated circuits, ASICs, and custom silicon, and it has helped companies like Alphabet design and produce TPUs, custom chips powering massive AI workloads. That gives Broadcom a privileged place in the AI value chain. Citigroup analysts have modeled a giant ramp in Broadcom's AI revenue, a five-fold rise in the next 2 years in some write-ups, which would be transformational if realized. What Broadcom actually does, the ASIC bedrock of modern AI. Broadcom is not primarily a GPU company like NVIDIA. Instead, its competitive advantage is in ASICs and networking silicon, custom chips designed to customer specs, and the high-performance network switches that glue data centers together. In plain English, Broadcom helps turn a company's chip idea into chips that can be manufactured at scale and integrated into racks and networks. That's a different and very valuable piece of the AI infrastructure stack. Why that matters? Hyperscalers and AI platform builders don't just want off-the-shelf parts. They want silicon that's optimized for specific workloads, faster inference, cheaper energy per request, deterministic latency. Broadcom's ASIC expertise means it can help firms like Alphabet build TPUs that are tightly tuned to their workloads, a proposition that can beat general-purpose GPUs in cost or efficiency for specific tasks. If NVIDIA makes a great Swiss Army knife, Broadcom helps build a custom bread knife that slices exactly the bread you bake all day. It's less general purpose, but if you run a bakery empire, the bread knife is worth millions. By the way, if you are at least benefiting from this content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to us, and hit the subscribe button and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more, so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. The TPU story. Alphabet, Anthropic, and custom chips changing the game. Alphabet's tensor processing units, TPUs, are a flagship example of why Broadcom's ASIC work matters. Google built TPUs to accelerate its own models, and reports show Broadcom played a role in getting those devices produced at scale. Broadcom's ASIC and system expertise is a fit for custom projects. The TPU story turned especially interesting when other AI firms, including Anthropic, started striking large deals for TPU-backed racks, showing how custom compute can be sold in the market beyond Alphabet's internal use. Because TPUs are tailored for specific model types, they can be cheaper and more efficient for certain workloads than alternatives. That's why companies looking to run huge inference farms or train massive models might either license Google's TPU capacity or buy racks built on similar ASIC foundations. Broadcom is a natural supplier in that timeline. If GPUs are rental cars you pick up and drive for many tasks, TPUs are custom fleet vehicles optimized for your specific delivery routes. Broadcom is one of the companies that helps design, build, and scale those fleets. The Citigroup and other street bull case, AI revenue could explode. Some analysts have moved from optimism to near euphoria. Citigroup models cited in market write-ups project Broadcom's AI-related revenue could multiply dramatically over the next 18 to 24 months. In some headlines, a five-fold rise is discussed, a jump from tens of billions to near $100 billion in fiscal 2027 scenarios widely reported by financial outlets. While model assumptions vary, the core driver is simple. Custom ASICs plus hyperscaler demand plus networking switches equals potentially massive revenue if Broadcom captures large shares of multiple customers' plans. Important nuance: these are models, not guarantees. They often assume broad adoption, relatively high average selling prices, ASPs, and faster than expected ramp timing. If all that happens, Broadcom's revenue could be re-rated. If some customers delay or scale in-house chips, the model shrinks. But the potential is why many analysts smell upside. It's like forecasting that electric vehicle batteries will be replaced by a new chemistry and that all car makers will switch in 2 years. The upside is enormous if adoption is fast and your spreadsheet looks incredible, but reality is often more gradual. The Apple angle. Why a whisper from Cupertino matters. Multiple reports have suggested Apple has been working with Broadcom on AI-related chip and integration efforts. If Apple, with its geometry of iPhone scale, data center needs, and capital, deepens product-level collaboration, that's a blue-chip validation that Broadcom's ASIC stack matters beyond just Google and the cloud giants. Reuters Data Center Dynamics and others reported on Apple's exploration of custom AI server chips and Broadcom's possible role. Wells Fargo's contrarian take by the DIP Aaron Rakers. Wells Fargo's Aaron Rakers upgraded Broadcom and increased his price target to $430 in recent notes, framing the pullback as an opportunity. His thesis: the long-term AI revenue upside and incremental catalysts through 2026 outweigh the short-term noise from the China headline, the debt issuance, and insider sales. In his view, the company's strategic relationships, Google potential Apple ties, and deepening role in ASICs make the valuation dip a buying window rather than a warning sign. Why this matters? Notch this under market psychology. When a big bank says, buy the dip, some institutional flows follow. It doesn't change the business instantly, but it helps steady the boat in choppy seas. Note this as well. God tells USIN Revelation 14 verses 7 to 8 that fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. I implore you to fear God and obey his law, for the time is near and judgment is near. Worship the true God, the creator of heaven and earth. Want more information about the book of Revelation? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe, and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage us to continue bringing to you more information and insights. Do not miss out on our future videos. All I am asking is your subscription. Thank you for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's protection and care. With God, all things are possible. Luke 1 verse 37.